Welcome back to Explore Honors Night 3. I'm Andrea Graves, Coordinator of National Scholarships and your host tonight. Later in the program, the Study Abroad team will join us. We encourage all students at NAU to pursue prestigious awards and expand their cultural experiences. As you can see, we're going to go into depth about national scholarships and study abroad tonight. We hope you enjoy the program. For national scholarships, our mission is to assist all undergraduates throughout their career and beyond. We help you define what awards are the best fit for you. We help you create a competitive national profile and navigate the application process with precision. Part of building that competitive profile is utilizing our supportive community. We all work together to help you identify your strengths and hone your skills so that you can set and achieve your educational and career goals. There are so many prestigious national scholarships, and partly you need to know that there's always an option for you. There are awards that support multiple disciplines, such as Fulbright and Gilman, and other awards are more specific and support things like the Goldwater and students who want to pursue a research career in the STEM fields. Regardless of your career interests, we'll help you find a scholarship that fits your best interests. Here's some great examples of recent honors national scholars. Sierra starts her English teaching assistantship in Germany this spring. Breezy is finishing undergraduate research on West Nile virus, and then she wants to pursue a doctorate in veterinary medicine and a PhD in microbiology. Matthew is pursuing a career in clinical medicine, and he wants to start his own practice on the reservation. Bottom line is that national scholarship discovery starts now. Continue your efforts at building a strong profile in academic excellence, leadership, and service throughout high school and beyond. And if you want to know more information about undergraduate and postgraduate national scholarships, contact us anytime. Now let's take a break and watch a video introducing you to study abroad programs here at NAU. And later, Angel will be joining us.
Hello, and welcome back to Explore Honors. My name is Angelina Palumbo, the Director of Education Abroad here at Northern Arizona University. Today we are going to be talking about study abroad opportunities at NAU. We are so excited to explore the 400 plus opportunities in 76 countries that you can study abroad in during your college experience. NAU offers short-term and long-term programs from 1 week up to an academic year. NAU is top 10 in the country for sending long-term study abroad students abroad. We are so excited also to present every student with the opportunity and access to explore education abroad during their college experience. You can earn credits towards your degree, take classes in English, and enhance your resume through internships and fieldwork, and build your network to advance your career after graduation. Study abroad is affordable. No matter your tuition rate here at NAU, you can use tuition waivers, financial aid, and apply for scholarships. Some of the many scholarships we offer are English major scholarships for $15,000, Mobility Diversity Scholarship for $3,500, and ASNAU Go scholarships for up to $1,500. NAU also has financial aid advisor for study abroad to help you prepare for your program abroad. You can graduate on time by taking classes toward your major and minor, elective credits, or liberal study. You'll meet with your academic advisor and your education abroad advisor to pre-approve courses for your time abroad. Those courses will then come back towards your degree requirements. Education abroad works closely with the Honors College to prepare programming for honors students to earn credits towards their program. You can also take your Honors 491C capstone course while abroad. You'll work with the Honors College and the Education Abroad office for those requirements. We encourage you to get started today. Begin by going to the Education Abroad website to check out programs, scholarships, alumni, blogs, and videos, and making an appointment with an Education Abroad advisor. We also encourage you to follow us on our social media, where you can see travel tips and tricks, scholarships, deadlines, and new program information. Coming up, you'll see a short glimpse of NAU's Hotel Restaurant Management program, followed by Melissa Armstrong, Director of Interdisciplinary Global Programs. We look forward to be part of your education abroad journey.
Food has a story. It has a sense of place. You taste the land, the weather, the people,
their way of life. NAU's Discovering Gastronomy is a study abroad program.
We were in France, learning from industry experts.
The love and the compassion that people have going into the food.
Seeing it from their side, they value it so much.
It's really about knowing everything you can about your food.
It really made me realize how much beauty there is in food.
They learn people are really what kind of connect that story about food, and that brings them to a new level of understanding and perspective that they can bring back to employers.
It's changed my world, honestly, and I'm looking at things in a new way.
Food is the story of who we are, and I can't wait to show the world who I am.
Hello, and welcome back to Explore Honors. I'm Melissa Armstrong, the Director of Interdisciplinary Global Programs, which we call IGP. And I'm here to tell you about this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to internationalize your career. IGP is a dual degree program for undergraduate students to pair a Bachelor of Science in STEM or business with a Bachelor of Arts in one of 5 languages. The language options include Chinese, French, German, Japanese, and Spanish. IGP's core priority is to promote diversity and inclusion so our student population is reflective of the rich diversity of our region here in Northern Arizona and of the United States as a whole. It is our imperative that all students interested in IGP have access to this unique opportunity at NAU. Diversity and inclusion are the most important aspects of IGP because this ultimately creates the path for positive change. IGP is a 4.5 to a 5-year program where you will spend an immersion year abroad in year 4, completing both a semester of coursework and a semester of fieldwork experience, which we also call an internship. About 25% of IGP students are also honors students. And during your year abroad, you can earn up to 9 honors credits by adding honors designation to your requirements. The language immersion year abroad of coursework and fieldwork helps you stand out in your career. But IGP also has a global leadership development program in the first 3 years to prepare you for success while abroad and to help you process and present on your experience upon your return to NAU in your 5th year. With IGP, you will graduate with expertise in 5 global competencies, which are important skills for generating positive change, namely multilingual capability, intercultural competence, positive leadership, community networking, and interdisciplinary thinking. A roadmap helps guide you in achieving these goals, global competencies, every step of the way. In IGP, you will travel to a country where you can immerse in your language of study. We work with 17 exchange partners in 9 countries. The breadth and depth of the IGP partner network helps you develop professional connections that stretch across the globe. IGP is an award-winning program found only at NAU to the scale that we offer it here. You'll earn 2 degrees, proficiency in a foreign language, an immersion year abroad, and an international internship. There are no program costs, and all merit scholarships and tuition locks extend into the 5th year. You'll also gain expertise in the 5 global competencies designed to generate positive change. A new frontier for IGP are international dual degrees. For those of you interested in French, we have a new specialty program. You can also earn a 3rd degree in biology or geology from the University of Bordeaux. The program model is exactly the same, 3 years at NAU, 1 year at University of Bordeaux, and a final year back at NAU. The course requirements you'll need to fulfill while at University of Bordeaux are more specific, however. This opportunity opens all of Europe to you for your continued education or employment. In closing, if you are interested in international education, NAU is the place for you. Education abroad has hundreds of opportunities to find the perfect study abroad program for you, as Angelina mentioned before me. IGP is just one of our specialty programs with an epic impact. Study abroad is NAU's strength. We're number 7 in the country for long-term study abroad programs. We encourage you to go bigger, go bolder, and go epic in your undergraduate career and join IGP. Apply today. Next, we will show you a video from an alumni, Jane Sandoval, who combined her degrees in mechanical engineering and Chinese.
Growing up on the reservation, not many people have the opportunity to study abroad or even go to college, but IGP helped me rediscover my identity and brought me closer to my heritage as a Navajo woman. Jane Sandoval. Hello, my name is Jane Sandoval. I come from the Navajo Reservation, and I came to NAU to study engineering, Asian culture, Chinese, and to study abroad. IGP is a program where the students get to study abroad while learning a new language. So I went to Shantou University when I was in China, and I had the chance to take some Chinese learning courses and to work with lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles. My favorite thing about China was the food, boba tea, and soups. So one of the biggest challenges that I found in China was going from a town of maybe a few thousand people to millions of people in the city of Guangzhou. And I was in this place where I was experiencing culture shock and upset with myself for putting myself into this position. But I came across these Native American people inside a random mall of this huge city, and they listened and they offered prayer and sage, and talking through it with them reminded me of why I was there and my purpose of why I went to study abroad in China, to learn a new language and a new culture. My goal now is to be a leader in renewable energy for my community and indigenous people across the world, helping us keep our traditional teachings while building our nations through environmental sustainability and technology. 大家好，我的名字是 Jane Sandoval. I'm a global ambassador of positive change, and I'm a lumberjack.
Welcome back. We are now joined by Chinelo Addy, an honors student and Education Abroad alumni here from NAU. Welcome, Chinelo.
Thank you for having me.
My first question for you is, where did you study abroad and when did you study abroad here at NAU?
Well, I studied abroad in Bilbao, Spain, and my major is international affairs, and I have minors in business and Spanish, so it was the perfect place to study abroad. There are a lot of business opportunities in the city of Bilbao, and with being in Spain, I was getting my Spanish in, so it was honestly a great opportunity for me. I studied abroad during the academic 2019-2020 year, and so this time last year, I was actually in Bilbao. And I'm really glad that I chose to do the academic year instead of just a semester, because I had so much more time to explore the city, explore the surrounding areas, and really just get to know where I was studying abroad so much better.
Excellent. That is so fantastic. Was it challenging being an honors student as well? How did you manage everything while you were abroad?
Well, honestly, I didn't really find it very challenging because the Honors College offers so many different ways to earn credits while abroad. I chose to keep a weekly journal while I was abroad, and through doing that, I was able to earn 3 credits per semester. And so before I left, I filled out a proposal that that's what I intended to do. And then I submitted a pre-journal about what I expected to learn and experience. And then while I was abroad, I kept the weekly journal. And then when I came back, I wrote a post-journal entry on what I had learned and experienced. And honestly, it was such an amazing opportunity to be able to jot down all the different things I was feeling and everything during like the time that I was feeling it. Because as a study abroad student, you're encouraged to keep a journal. And so it was great to earn credit for doing just that. And so I ended up earning 6 honors credits overall for doing that because I earned 3 credits each semester. And then I also decided to do part of my honors capstone while I was abroad. And so through my study abroad program, which was USAC, I was able to gain an internship with UNICEF, which UNICEF is an organization under the United Nations. And they help disadvantaged kids in several different countries all over the world. And so it was an amazing opportunity for me. It's something that I became very passionate about, and it helped me to grow my knowledge in professional Spanish. It helped me kind of learn what the difference is between like a Spanish business office are versus like a business office in the United States. And honestly, it was so amazing to be able to sit in on meetings that covered things from like gender inequality to education and things like that. And so it was an amazing experience, and I earned honors credits for it. So in total, I earned 9 honors credits while I was abroad. And the best way to manage it was to just stay in contact with all of my advisors to make sure that I was up to date on like what I needed to do in order to have everything count. And yeah, it honestly wasn't that hard once I just kept a constant thread of emails with all my advisors. So
That is so fantastic. Thank you for sharing that story with us. So if you could go back in time, what's one thing you wish you would have known prior to going abroad?
well, I do wish that I had realized that maybe it's not such a great idea to take all of the classes that I possibly could while I was abroad, even if they did transfer over really nicely for my major and minors. Because my first semester, I was taking 18 credits. And through my study abroad program, that was the maximum amount of credits that you could take in one semester anyway. And so I was working with a full workload, and I was also a private English tutor for an 11-year-old boy, and then an assistant English teacher at a local Catholic school. And so I was doing a lot my first semester. And I mean, even though I wouldn't, choose to not do those things, I do wish that maybe I had considered taking a few less credits that first semester because, when you're abroad, you really want to explore the city that you're in and then also the surrounding areas. And you don't want to be like stressed out when you're doing all of that. And so I would say that, during my second semester, I took that to heart. And I really decided that, okay, I'm going to take less credits. And I know I'm doing my internship, which is 10 hours a week. And so through doing that, I realized that it was a better decision to take less credits that second semester. And I do wish I had done that the first semester. But so I would just encourage people to like know what you can and can't handle in one semester, and know that when you're abroad, you do want to have a good amount of free time so that you can explore and meet locals and things like that.
That's excellent. So can you talk about some of the places you were able to visit while you were studying abroad?
Well, I visited Bordeaux, France, as well as Munich, Germany, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I went to Barcelona, Spain, and then I also went to London, England. And then I visited several different Spanish cities just via bus. And so I went to San Sebastian. I went to, where else? LaGuardia, La Rioja, places like that. Because it was really nice in Bilbao that there are so many different places that you could go, just take a day trip and just drive to. But then also, it's great that Spain is a part of the Schengen area, because traveling to places like France and Germany, it was super easy. There's not a lot of things that you have to go through, because even though it's a new country, it's almost kind of like as if you're traveling like between states here in the United States. And so it was just really easy to travel, and that was one of my favorite things. So
That is so excellent. You become a world traveler during your study abroad experience. Were you able to earn scholarships or use your financial aid for your study abroad experience?
well, I did receive a discount through USAC, my study abroad program, for being a year-long student. So that's another reason to be a year-long student. But I did receive a small scholarship from NAU that I was just automatically eligible for. But other than that, I didn't really have any other scholarships or financial aid that directly transferred over. But I do know that the Center for International Education has a financial aid advisor that will walk you through all the options that you have when abroad to make sure that if you need it, you can have financial aid available.
Excellent. So I have one final question for you. Would you recommend study abroad to other NAU students?
Absolutely. I absolutely loved my time abroad. And honestly, studying abroad is such an amazing way to learn about different people, different cultures, different languages, different food. Food was amazing. It's honestly so amazing to see firsthand how other people live, because sometimes here, you get so used to certain things, and when you go abroad, you honestly realize that, people live in a totally different way. And it's really a beautiful thing to like learn the different ways that you could possibly be living your life. And so I would definitely recommend studying abroad.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time today, Chinelo.
Thank you.
We are going to take a quick break to clean the set, and we'll be back with Andrea Graves to close the program.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you gathered valuable insight into national scholarships and study abroad programs at NAU, and that you'll take a look at this great resource here to learn more about academic colleges and majors at NAU, plus some messages from our deans. Be sure and join us tomorrow night, too, to learn about activities outside of the classroom at NAU and the honors residential life and community. I'm Andrea Graves, Coordinator of National Scholarships, and I, along with Angel and Melissa, really appreciate you joining us tonight, and we hope to see you on campus soon.